Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share with you my June bullet journal theme. I had more time to put something together for this month, and I'm really glad I did because it turned out exactly how I envisioned it. So I'm super excited to share with you this summery waves bullet journal theme that I created for June. So I'm here getting started with my cover page here. I really liked this wave image that I saw on Pinterest, so that's what I decided to go with here. I did a slightly different color scheme. You can see the inspiration for this cover page in my description box below. So I went in first with a light blue Tombow marker, and then I went in with this light purple one. I really liked this image because it was simple. It was something that I could put some time and effort into and make it look really nice. Also, if you're new here, I post bullet journal videos, food, restaurant reviews, recipes, and occasional travel. So be sure to subscribe for more videos. For the title, I decided to go with this dark maroon color. I think it might be called like a wine red or something like that from the Tombow colors. But I really liked it because it helped make it pop and it really separates from the pastel colors. And then I chose this gray fine liner to outline the different waves and the water droplets. I thought it looked nicer and less harsh than a black fine liner, and I really liked how it gave it a very soft look. Then I took this maroon fine liner and outlined June just to give it a little more definition. I probably wouldn't have needed it, but that's okay. Instead of a traditional monthly log, I decided to go with a calendar. Sometimes things happen, more than one event happens on one day, so I really like the calendar view and being able to put those into the boxes as opposed to the log, which really doesn't allow you for a lot of space. Just visually, this is like better for my brain, I've realized, so I created a small calendar. I just wrote down the days of the week and then the numbers for all of the boxes. Super simple. And that's my cover page. Really easy to put together actually, because these waves are very versatile and you can shape them however you want, and you can do the color palette however you want and the pattern as well. So it really allows you some freedom and flexibility. So this is my content calendar page. So on the left side is where I write down all my ideas for my content in the pillars that I create content for. It's like food, lifestyle, travel. Of course, not a lot of travel content right now. I have some old stuff that I never posted that I still need to share. It's just a really easy way to like write down some ideas, and then on the right side I have my calendar, and that's where I can start to schedule out when I'll be sharing that content. I also wanted to create the waves here as well, just to keep the theme going, and it was a nice space at the bottom corner here. So I came back in with my purple and my blue and my gray. Just made some random repeating waves and had that droplet also coming out just so it stays with the theme. I was originally going to use pink in the waves, but I felt like it would look a little too pastel-y. So this is kind of the complement to that deep burgundy maroon color. And then I'm actually using the gray fine liner throughout this whole spread for all of the outlining. I really liked how much softer the lines looked. Although I'm actually not a fan of this fine liner. It just felt really annoying to actually write with. It's really stiff. It's not really smooth when you're drawing out lines. So I'd probably get a different fine liner for the gray. I've used the black ones multiple times and those are really smooth, so I'm not sure why. And then that's my content pillars. Now we're moving on to my habit trackers and my dashboard, which is, I've decided to call it dashboard after seeing Mochi BUJO and Amanda Rachel Lee using it. I liked it because it's a great catch-all term for all of the different monthly lists that I make. So yeah, I'm calling it dashboard now instead of like monthly tasks or lists. My habit trackers, I call them focuses. Anyway, I decided to switch it up. Usually I do a calendar shape. So I usually do like the mini calendars, either in squares or circles. I liked this 15 by 2 grid situation. I saw it on Caitlin's Corners, one of her videos, so I decided to go with that as well. And it was a nice way to actually make use of the entire page. I feel like I always have a lot of useless white space on my habit tracker pages, so it was cool. And then for my dashboard, I have 5 sections, so there'll be like my monthly list, things to buy, a couple of goals that I want to focus on this month, other random errands that I need to do at some point during the month, and blog tasks. And I also decided to create lines for each of the list items, so they're nice little boxes that I have to fill out. Again, this was also inspired by Caitlin's Corner. I really liked that format so that I can like cross off a box next to the list item. Now we're moving on to my cleaning spread and favorites spread. I didn't really do spring cleaning. I need to get rid of a lot of things, reorganize. It's time. So I'm breaking it down into little boxes so I'll be able to make lists for like my room, my home office, which is also in my room, but there's a lot of stuff for that. Toiletries, like stuff in the bathroom, and things that have been sitting in the garage for a long time. So I'm planning to get through that this summer. And then this is my favorite spread that I've been including since April. I've pretty much been using the same layout just because it's really easy to recreate these boxes. Sometimes I've just flipped the layout, and then I added some washi tape, my favorite grid one that I'm obsessed with from Amanda Rachel Lee, and then these are other washi tapes that I have from other stores, which you can also find in the description box below. Super simple, is really easy to set up, that's why I am not changing anything about it. And then these are 2 spreads that I wanted to include for this month. So the first one on the left side is the bucket list spread. So I'm not really creating a bucket list for life. It's more like bucket list post-COVID or quarantine. So I'm in California, and actually as I'm writing this, today is the first day that lockdown is over. There's no more restrictions on anything anymore, which is a little like nerve-wracking. But there's a lot of things that I wanted to do that I haven't been able to do in a long time, like meet up with certain friends, visit different parts of the Bay Area. So just some things that I've been wanting to do now that it's a little easier to go out and do things like go to like my favorite coffee shop or one of my favorite restaurants, or, you know, go to a different part of the Bay Area that I like love spending time in. And then on the right side, again, because people are getting vaccinated and our rates are going down in the state, I wanted to potentially do a few road trips, and been chatting with my sister and we've been wanting to go south. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I live in the Bay Area, so the San Francisco Bay Area, if you're not familiar with where the Bay Area is, so Northern California. But yeah, so we've been talking about going south, like going to Venice Beach, Santa Barbara. I've been wanting to go to Palm Springs for a long time, so I can write down the different like restaurants, activities, places, sites to see that I come across in articles here or on Instagram. That'd be a better way to compile it, because I end up creating notes on my phone and then it just gets complicated and it gets really messy. So I'm going to compile it here. Very easy, not much setup required. Here is my weekly spread. If you saw my May video, I'm using the same layout. I really liked how I set this up. So first I'm bringing back the waves here just so we have some of the theme going on some of the pages. A lot of the pages I kept simple just because I didn't want to spend so much time decorating every single page. Like it's very time consuming for me because this ends up taking me a couple hours. I'm also usually like watching TV in the background, or this time I was actually listening to an audiobook, which I'm very proud of because I have not read something in a while, which is really sad for me. So I'm doing my monthly one, and then I put in the gray and the pink for each of the days of the week for those headings. And then I've divided each of the columns into 3 sections. So the top one is for events, like appointments, I'm meeting up with someone, something that I have to go do that day. Blog tasks, I have to go post this content or do something related for the blog that day. And then at the bottom are the tasks for just my personal tasks, anything else that I need to get done. And that's it. That's my June theme. I hope you like it. I really love how it turned out. I think this one and my April video are probably my favorite bullet journal spreads that I've ever done. So if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.